Happy Tuesday. I just wanted to check in and give a little update on grains. So as part of my Institute for Integrative Nutrition health coaching school, we have guest speakers who lecture us about different variety of health topics, definitely in the holistic health space. And today I was listening to a lecture on why grains actually are not that good for you and can actually cause food obsession if you're prone to that, and binge eating. So if that's something that you struggle with, and I've definitely struggled with it in the past, so I just wanted to share this information with you because I found it really enlightening. So there's certain types of grains called seeds of grass, and those include oats, rice, corn, wheat, barley, rye, millet, which is kind of upsetting because I actually do like those things. But apparently we only started eating those types of grains from the grasses about 10,000 years ago. So in evolutionary time, that's actually not that long ago. And we don't evolve very quickly as a species. So our stomachs and our digestive system actually aren't prepared to digest those types of foods. We're meant to digest, things like vegetables, animal protein, and those sorts of things that don't need to be processed before we can eat them. So what they say is that because there's certain compounds in these grains within these seeds of grass that can actually elicit different types of responses within our body. So there's different compounds within these seeds of grasses, especially wheat, that blocks certain processes from happening, especially in the digestive system. So there could be wheat kind of looks like or gliadin within wheat and gluten looks like a human protein. So the body gets confused. They're like, oh, this must be a human protein that, is naturally occurring in the body, and it's not. And then that blocks certain processes from happening, such as secreting bile in the from the gallbladder or in the pancreas, releasing enzymes. And then it also changes your gut flora. And oddly enough, I guess I didn't know this, 95% of your serotonin is created in your gut. So if you have bad flora in your gut, you're not going to be happy. And guess what happens when you're not happy? You binge eat. So it's really, really important to know that it really does make sense to limit your grains. I personally don't think that swearing off grains completely is the right approach because you're just going to crave it even more, but really limit it. I've already limited my grains, but I'm probably going to limit it a little bit more just because I had been, eating corn and corn chips and corn tortillas for a while, but I'm going to switch over to the cassava flour tortillas when I have tacos. And I would recommend even just trying it. And they did say that so actually one really, really kind of terrifying thing within these seeds of grasses is that it secretes opiates. So you can actually become addicted to these types of grains, especially like wheat and corn and that sort of thing. Because they're everywhere in our foods. So gluten's hiding in sauces, corn, high fructose corn syrup. There's different corn solids that, or cornstarch that, is a thickener for processed foods. So you might not even be outright eating corn or outright eating, a piece of bread, but you're still consuming those types of foods. So you could actually be more addicted than you might realize. And they did say that, because it's an opiate that's being released, you will have a withdrawal period if you cut out grains completely that first week. And it could be really, unpleasant feelings. And so that's something to be noted if you decide to go grain-free. But there's different tactics to be able to help you ease with those withdrawal symptoms. So if you are interested in taking charge of, the grains and just healthifying your diet a little bit more, reach out to me, but only if you're willing to put up with that unpleasantness, put up and take charge of your health, because otherwise you're just kind of like doing another fad diet, and that's not something that I'm open to working for. I think people who really want to make a long-lasting change realize that fad diets don't work. And it's actually, fad diets actually lead to more yo-yo dieting and sometimes even more weight gain than where you started. So people who are willing to put in the effort, put in the work, and just, do the damn thing, then reach out to me. But if you're not, then, that's okay. You can find someone else to work with, but that's just not me. But I do, this just once again shows the importance of gut health and how that's such a big important part of your health. And it really rules everything. Everything affects it. It's just truly amazing. And if 95%, listen to this, 95% of serotonin is created in your gut, you better make sure that's number one on your health priority list. Love ya.